Every year, for the past few years, NJAJ is asked to name a recipient for the Professional Lawyer of the Year Award, which is presented by the New Jersey Commission on Professionalism in the Law. In 2017, our awards committee selected Deborah Maines for that honor. Deb, where are you? Stand up. There we go, in the back. Tonight, our organization has a chance to honor Deborah. And to do that, I'm going to call on her partner, Kevin Costello. Kevin, come on up.
Eric, thank you very much. I'm very pleased and proud to join brother and sister attorneys, trial attorneys, advocates tonight in honoring one of our own and one of my own and our own. There's, I suppose, two ways we see professionalism, and the one that we hear the most about, because it's easy to talk about it, is the kind that flows naturally from you. It's the kind that's easy. It's the kind that, you know, oh, he or she, they're a paragon of it, and it's so easy and it comes right out. And that's true. There are people like that. We know them. Some of them were honored tonight. It's a gift. For the rest of us, if we're honest, professionalism can be a challenge. It's hard. It's something we have to renew our commitment to every day. And I think that it honestly, and I think we can all agree, it takes effort, discipline, and commitment to do that. Now, Deborah is faultlessly prompt. She will strive to be ridiculously early rather than a smidge late. Even if she's having a bad day, she has a kind word for everyone she deals with professionally, from the bottom up. She tells a story where she went to the appellate court to do an argument, and she happened to be in a spot where she saw a man, I think without a suit jacket, in a shirt and tie, opening doors with keys. He looked like he worked there sort of in middle management, really. And, you know, he struck up a conversation, or Deb did, and she chatted. You know, he wasn't beneath her notice. He wasn't not important enough for her to spend time on, and to spend nice time, to be nice, to be gracious. She had a lot on her mind that day. She had an appellate argument. But she found the time to just be who she is when she's representing our profession and our clients. Well, of course, you know how this story ends, right? She goes into the courtroom, and who's one of the judges on the bench? Right? Did we win that one? I don't remember. No? Okay. Well, see? So despite that, no. Deborah is always temperate. She is able to walk that rope that in our delicate area of the law to combine blunt talk with consideration for the feelings, the positions, the views, and really the pride of others, because what we do is so much about what's in here and less about what happens to the body. So also, we like to think of ourselves as mentors to our young attorneys, and we all like to be mentors. But there's when we think we're mentors and when we have a saying, don't let it go out until Deb reads it. If it's a tough thing, if it's a hard thing, if it's a difficult thing, and I don't mean intellectually difficult, she's got to read those too, because she's our appellate whiz kid, but if it's going to be striding that line, we want her to see it, because we know her instincts are gold when it comes to these things. And we like to think ours might be, but we know hers are. Our profession is tough. Representing people is tough. But our particular little niche of it can be downright devastating sometimes. People call us, and you know, they're not calling us because, God forbid, they have catastrophic injuries, or because they just need us to be their North Star for the next few years of their lives and to set them up for the rest of their lives because they need to have care. These are people that might come to us with very ephemeral concerns. They might have come to us because they're really super angry and offended about what happened, about the violation of their civil rights, but sometimes they can forget about it. They can perhaps be underappreciative. They can be very myopic about how they see things, and you know, the bench can get that way too sometimes, and adversaries can be that way, and legislators can be that way. And Deborah suffers the slings and arrows that we have to deal with given what we do with a level of grace that amazes me sometimes. It just does. And for that reason, I am willing to tell you that while we're all on a journey and we all try to do our best, and Deb will tell you, well, she came into the firm after I started it, I will tell you that one of the people that I cannot imagine walking that journey without is my partner, Deborah. She makes me a better lawyer, and she makes me a better person. Come up.
So, Mr. Saxon, you're not alone in having prepared something. Thank you. I was very surprised when I got the call from Eric that I had gotten this nomination, and I really am honored. I can't tell you how much. I would like to take a moment to thank my partners. They provide an example every day of excellence, of professionalism that makes it easier for me to model. And I don't know who Kevin was talking about, but I'd like to meet her. A special thank you to Kevin for founding the firm, and for his wife, Sonia, who couldn't be here, but she's the one who made him do it. So if not for that, we would have no Costello and Maines. I would never have been in this organization and have this opportunity. Because this award is given actually by the New Jersey Commission on Professionalism in the law, I want to share with you something that they've created that they call a lawyer's pledge. And I guess they designed it to complement the oath that new attorneys take when they get admitted to the bar. And I think it's particularly suited for the attorneys in this room who, as Mr. D'Amato pointed out, we fight for people, real, actual people. And so here's how it goes. In accepting the honor and responsibility of life in the profession of law, I will strive as best I can to work always with care and with a whole heart and with good faith, to weigh conflicting loyalties and guide my work with an eye to what is good, acting less for myself than for justice and the people. To be at all times, even at personal sacrifice, a champion of due process, in court or not, for all persons, whether they be powerful or envied, or are my neighbors, or be among the helpless, hated, or oppressed, and to serve, protect, foster, and promote the fair and impartial administration of justice. I hope that I've lived up to these principles in my career. I will strive always to do so. Thank you again for this. I am truly honored.